You ever have things on your heart? It's just screaming to be talked about. It's just screaming to be given the life that it deserves. I am a firm believer that nothing is by accident and that any of these thoughts are not fleeting, but they deserve to be given life. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my gay disabled life, y'all. Today, I want to talk about one of the most important things in my life, and that is my faith. That is my faith journey. That is my relationship with God. I would never try to push my religious beliefs, anything like that, on anybody. First and foremost, my relationship with God is between me and Him. It is mine and mine alone. I do not tell people, you need to believe in the Bible, because I don't believe in the Bible, first off. You need to believe in God, blah, blah, blah. You can find your way to God and find your religious beliefs without church, without the Bible, any of that, because I have. Here's my story, you guys. So I was raised Southern Baptist up until I was about 12 or 13 when I made the decision to leave the church because I do not agree with it. I didn't feel safe. I didn't feel loved. And I went quite a few years just living life. I kind of, at that point when I left the church, I was just like, God ain't nothing. I ain't worried about it. Like, that's not anything that my life needs to be concerned with. When I got to high school, life got a lot harder. High school was difficult, as it is for a lot of gay youth. I was bullied constantly for my weight. I was a chubbier kid. For my gayness, because baby, I'm flamboyant. Like, the divine feminine runs through me. And just so many other things. I was picked on a lot. My brother, when I was 16, I was born on his 8th birthday, by the way. Me and my brother are twinsies with the same birthday. He was just 8 years ahead of me. That's all. He got taken from us in October, I believe, of that year. I was 16 years old. And it sent my mom and dad in a downward spiral. Life got really difficult, really hard. They were depressed. I couldn't reach them. My parents are my best friends, and I couldn't reach them. They were so depressed themselves. In between what I was going through in school, being picked on, and just, I was in all AP classes. I was in the top 2% of my class. Like, school, like, I was a nerd. I loved school. I loved learning. I was a huge nerd. I was in all the college prep classes, all that stuff. It was hard. It was hard to keep up with. Homework, constantly, like, studying, and I was a classically trained pianist. I started when I was 6 years old. Like, my life was difficult, y'all, and I didn't have time for friends or anything else like that. Not that I really had any friends. Everyone hated me because they were silly and hated on someone who was an easy target. And I was gay. So they were going through depression from my brother's passing. I was going through my own depression that I couldn't even talk about. I had nobody to talk to about it. I couldn't get through to my parents. So I was facing it alone, and I had no idea what it was or what I was going through. I was very depressed though. And yes, I watched TV shows. I knew what depression was. I knew that, like, some people harmed themselves when they were depressed, things like that. And I gotta tell you, there came a point in my life, I was probably close to 17, maybe not quite. I was driving home from school that day. I was at wit's end. And I was just like, I don't think I want to do this anymore. I don't think life is that fabulous. I don't want to do this. I don't want to live through this anymore. I don't want to put up with this anymore. I don't even have my parents on my side anymore. Like, I don't want to do this. And I contemplated letting go of the steering wheel. It was at that exact moment that a song came on the radio that is my saving grace. It is my go-to song when I need to pick me up. It's the song Breathe by Michelle Branch. It came on the radio, and it just like, my brain just literally like tunnel visioned, and it was just me and the song. That was it. I saw nothing, I heard nothing. It was just me in that moment. And the lyrics, she kept saying, if I just breathe, then everything will be okay. If I just breathe. And in that moment, that was God. That was God wrapping his arms around me. That was God telling me, breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Take it 1 second at a time. Just breathe. I literally felt a hug and just, that was it. I took a deep breath and I kept driving, and I got home and I went to my room and I sat there and I cried. Ooh, I cried so much, so hard. And then after I was done crying, I literally looked up and I said, God, I know you and I haven't talked, haven't seen each other in a long time, and I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you for still loving me. Thank you for saving my life. Thank you for that song. Thank you for that song. And still to this day, when I need that little extra reminder and pick me up, I listen to that song. If I just breathe. It's a good reminder. That, from that moment forward, that is what reawakened my faith. And from that moment forward, I was like, you know what? Life's gonna be difficult. I'm a gay individual. Life is gonna be hard. It's going to be hard for me. And I'm smart. And I'm so smart that I know better than to behave like this or to fall into this trap. So I'm not gonna be depressed anymore. I'm gonna finish school, and then I'm going to live fabulously. Once I get out of high school, I can live free and be gay. That was how I found my way back to my faith. And every day, I talk to God. Every day, I say thanks for getting me through another day, for giving me another day. I say thanks for giving that kid another chance, for pulling me out of that pit, for saving my life. Because I love life, y'all. I love life so much. I crave life. I crave being able to make memories. I crave existence. I don't want to go anywhere. I want to be alive. I want to experience life. And that wouldn't have happened 21 years ago had God just not hugged me and said, it's okay, child, breathe. I'm here. I'm here. Well, I'm here too, God. You guys, I don't know if you've had moments like that in your life, but those moments are so much more powerful than we are, and it just makes you really understand that there is so much more than just our existence. There's so much more at play in this world outside of this realm that we can physically see. It's just like with my mom. I still feel her and I see her constantly. She may have passed almost 4 years ago, but she's still here with me, and I feel her presence, and I know she's here, and I talk to her every day too. People might think I'm crazy. They be looking at me because I be having conversations over here with just me, myself, and I. Baby, I'm talking to God. I'm talking to my mom. I'm hyping myself up. But that's it. My relationship with God is my own, and I would never push that on anybody. If you have a relationship, I love that for you, and if you don't, I love that for you also, because we each have to find our own journey in life, whether that be to a higher power or whether not. And I respect that. I respect any and everybody's decision when it comes to that matter. However we can survive and get through this life, y'all. But that's my story. That's my story, and I'm still here, and I'm living more fabulously and more in love with myself than ever. And if I ever see those people I went to school with again, try to make fun of me now. Try it. Try me, because, baby, I am divine, and I am perfect, and I am perfectly Steven, and you can't make me feel otherwise. That's all. Guys, I would love to hear y'all's story. I'm hearing more and more people's stories. I love that so many people are responding to my gay disabled life, and it's resonating with people, and I'm getting really beautiful comments. I'm making beautiful relationships. This is what I should have been doing this whole time I've been on YouTube, and I'm so glad that it's being meaningful to people. I'm gonna keep it up, y'all, because I am gay, I am disabled, and I am such a freaking cool, great dude. I love my life. I love life, y'all. Drop me some comments. I want to hear from y'all. I want to hear your story. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a subscribe, and share the video if you have people you know who need the story, who need this community. Share it with them. Let's bring ourselves all together. Let's love each other, and let's support each other. I love you guys. I'll catch you in the next one.